So, My Time at Portia is a life sim, farming sim, it's open world, there's RPG elements and things like that. And this game came out 5 years ago. It launched onto Steam. I'm thinking it's 1.0 release. I believe there was early access. But it says on Steam the release date is the 15th of January 2019. So it's like over 5 years old at this point. And the game is available through Xbox Game Pass. However, I saw a deal and I had to absolutely snap it up because on Steam, until the 15th of May, so there's still a few days, it is 80% off. So instead of paying £25 for this game, you can pick it up for a £5. Now that is an absolute bargain. And when you get into the game, you're going to have pretty much nothing. You're going to start off with a basic workshop and you're going to have to do some quests in order to save up some currency. You're going to have to chop down trees. You're going to have to gather stone and things like that. And in this video, we are going through is it worth playing My Time at Portia in 2024? Because even with the game being years and years old, this is the first time I've ever played it. And recently, I've been really getting into these farming sims. But not only that, I'm loving the automation genre too. And I thought we'd come pay a visit to this game, see what it's all about. And starting off with nothing, it is a little bit tedious. You are going to have to do the same thing over and over again to save resources. But that is the whole point. And the good thing is, the quests do initially take quite a long time. There's one to build a bridge. You have to create 2 bodies and you have to create the head of the bridge. And it takes a long time, but that is like a main story progress quest. So it's expected to take that long. But whilst you're doing that, you can do other things. So while there are some resource gathering elements to the game that are tedious, like chopping down trees over and over again, that part of it being tedious kind of balances itself out. When you are doing multiple quests, you're going exploring because there's open world, there's a lot to explore. I've only just recently found a few decent fishing spots because it's not just about farming. You've got a whole town that's full of shops, you've got fishing you can do, there's something called roping where you deal with animals and you get rewards for it, so there's mini games and stuff. There's a little bus that you can sit on and travel around. You can eventually build up to have this little vehicle that you can drive. I believe you can mount some animals. This game has a lot to offer. And when it comes to the expected playtime, the main story is set to be around 68 hours long. But when players have been rushing it, according to the website howlongtobeat.com, it still takes just under 50 hours. And when it comes to completionist, the average time to complete everything in the game is just shy of 150 hours. So there is a lot to do in this game. And it definitely shows because after about 4 or 5 hours of playing, I hadn't long created the bridge and discovered Amber Island. I had only just started figuring out ways to earn lots of money and things like that. But it's not just a basic workshop where you've got a work table, an assembly station and things like that. You can decorate it all, you can upgrade it all, you can buy extra plots of land, so 1,500 gold, coins or money, whatever you want to call it, is going to get you like a land expansion. You can upgrade your workshop so that it becomes level 2, you can have marriage, I think there's children and stuff in the game as well. There is a lot of depth to this game. But you can also upgrade your work table, so you go from like a basic axe that's only able to chop down the smallest of trees to having the next level axe can do bigger trees, and you're going to go from standard wood to hardwood. Then you have to upgrade it again and you can take down the biggest trees in the game. You can do all of that with a pickaxe as well, but you've also got your town, you've got your workshop, you've got a lot of exploration, and then you have mining because it's not just wood and stone. There's copper, there's bronze, there's lots of different metals and stuff as well. So you have something called the Abandoned Ruins. You go into this place, you go mining, you find lots of cool things in there. You find old parts, you get power stones, which are going to be used as a fuel for some of your workbenches. And then you start finding all of these different pieces, which will eventually put the puzzle together and build something. And you've got data discs. There's lots of different stores in this game. You've got food stores, there's a tool shop, there's a florist, there's a diner. And it's not just these little storefronts outside the buildings. You can actually go in some of the buildings too. For an example, if you've run out of things to do for the day, but there's still a little bit of time left, you can go into the Commerce Guild, you can take on a commission, like a little job. And something I absolutely love about this game, I didn't know it was a thing until a few hours into playing, but they have these events that go on. The only one I've seen so far is called Fishing Day, but it's not just oh, you can go fishing normally, then when it's fishing day, you go and there's different fish. When you go, there's like a whole event happening and loads of people from the town come around to gather and they're all sitting there fishing. It's like a full-blown event with all the characters that you interact with, like through the town and through the story of the game and stuff. If a relaxing life/farming sim is your cup of tea, then you are really going to enjoy this game. You can even go out and you can tame these animals. There's this box that will stop you having to kill the animals to get their resources too. Once you've built it, it's going to be put in place, and then the herbivores are going to come along every now and then and just randomly drop resources off, so you don't need to attack them all the time. And you've got all your different skills you can unlock, which is going to make your mining more efficient and things like that, because you have stamina in the game. And this stamina, for every action, you're going to consume stamina, and you have to go to sleep in order to replenish your stamina. So as well as your standard tools like your fishing rod, your axe, your pickaxe, you can also craft swords. There's a lot of different clothing items. They're going to give you benefits. You're going to get like extra max health, extra max stamina, you get defense and things like that, as well as loads of decorations. So you can actually decorate inside your workshop, which is essentially your home. And when you're putting decorations down, you're getting the same effects. You're getting like bonus stamina and things like that. It's a really like simplistic game with deep mechanics, if that makes sense. Like, you're going to have to put in a grind to get your levels building up, but the reward for it is actually unlocking useful passive skills. And it's not just about chopping down trees. The trees aren't just, oh, chop these down, get some wood. You also have an ability for the bigger trees to kick them. And if you go over and kick them, you're going to get things like rubber fruit, which can be turned into tires. You're going to get cocoons, you're going to get resin, you'll get honey wax bees, you'll get honey and things like that. So the mechanics of the game get quite deep, and there's just so much to do. One of my favourites being the fishing. I'm an absolute sucker when it comes to fishing in video games. So yeah, if you like the look of this game, to answer the question, is it worth playing in 2024? Absolutely 100% yes, it is worth playing. Not only is it on Xbox Game Pass, but it's also available on Steam. And right now there is a big 80% discount, meaning that for less than $10, you can get your hands on this game that is averaged to last between 60 and 70 hours. It is just a single player game, but if it's something that you enjoy, you can easily lose hours and hours and hours in this game. Even if you're just roaming around exploring and stuff. The world they've built in this game is really cool, and it's a world that actually feels alive with the NPCs and how they act. Like, you might have a quest with someone that's normally found in the town, but it might be time for church, and they're all set up at the church, so you have to go there to meet the character instead. I've really enjoyed my time with this game so far. I recommend it if you are into this style of game. And what we are going to do is leave that video there. Let me know your thoughts about my time at Portia in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.